Hello, Army! Welcome to Gallery Jungkook. Taekook, our friends and training partners, have just gifted us a new, exciting vlog on Jungkook's blog. From the very beginning, it was a joy to watch them train together. Taekook is truly captivating, full of energy, sexy, and strong. It's hard to look away from them. Those muscles, that bond, that connection perfectly represent the meaning of being partners moving in the same rhythm. Even during ordinary practice, they cannot hide how much love they have for each other, and that is what makes them even more special. Love envelopes every movement, every gesture, every glance they share. The way Jungkook looks at Taehyung is absolutely heart-wrenching. No words are needed to explain it, a gaze filled with tenderness, admiration, and passion. And when Taehyung gently strokes Jungkook's head or places his hand on his shoulder, it's as if the world stops for a moment. Those moments convey an ocean of feelings. I cry just imagining how deep their love is, because it's not love for the camera, but love that comes out unintentionally. Taekook Karma comes so quickly, and this vlog is the proof. These moments are so special precisely because we are not watching content produced, edited, or directed by a third party. What we see is real and genuine. Taehyung and Jungkook filming their own content without staff interference, no one directing them or telling them how to act, no external script, just two people being themselves and sharing their daily lives, as if in real life, and that detail makes everything extraordinary, making us feel like witnesses to unique, intimate, and sincere moments. Nothing compares to what is happening here, unlike projects like Are You Sure, where every step is under the watch of a big team. Productions like that do carry beauty, but also an unavoidable distance. In this vlog, however, we see Taehyung capturing short moments of Jungkook, then Jungkook picking up the camera to film Taehyung practicing. This simple act of switching roles between filming and being filmed becomes a metaphor for true love, giving and receiving, togetherness, always being there for each other. This is not a polished video or a planned edit. This is love without embellishment, love without the gaze of a production crew, love where there are only Taehyung and Jungkook, who understand each other through their secret language, pure love reflected in their smiles, in their gestures of closeness, in their silences together, and in the certainty that they will always be there for each other. Perhaps this is the true magic of the vlog. It shows us that true love does not need a grand stage, because with just two pairs of eyes meeting, the whole world can surrender. Taehyung has been active on Weverse, kindly answering several comments, but what's most surprising is that he once again chose to respond to Taekookers. Can you imagine how meaningful this gesture is? It's not just a detail or coincidence, it's yet another proof of the special bond they always share. Every time this happens, it not only touches us but also reminds us of what's clear. Taehyung and Jungkook are two people who continuously show their love, a togetherness that shines in every interaction, becoming undeniable proof in front of those who try to deny what we all see. Interestingly, while we Taekookers celebrate these signs, Jungkookers get trapped again in their absurd fantasies. Reality always contradicts their claims. Taekook proves with every gesture that their love is not an illusion, but a strong and sincere love, always present in their minds and hearts. And it's from this strength that their influence grows. Whenever someone tries to challenge Taekook, they only embarrass themselves, not knowing who they are up against or how serious this is. As if that weren't enough, Jin also once responded to a Taekooker. This detail fueled our excitement even more as we keep following every step. Because we all know what happened next, Jungkookers immediately started gossiping, twisting facts, and looking for excuses to avoid accepting the truth. Some said Jin didn't know what he replied to, others claimed Taehyung used Jin's account. Many theories arose, but in the end they all collapsed. Because behind all the confusion, what we keep seeing again and again remains the same: Taehyung and Jungkook together, steadfast, and in love. This love, which can no longer be hidden, becomes clearer each day. Every look, every gesture, every coincidence reinforces the belief that their relationship continues to grow and become more real. Isn't it impossible to deny something so genuine? Even though we know this angers Taehyung's haters, in the end, no matter how upset they are or how many theories they make, the truth always shines brighter. The present and the future show that Taehyung and Jungkook will keep walking hand in hand, teaching us that their love surpasses gossip and empty arguments. We see it, we feel it, and we celebrate it. Every step they take together confirms that this is not just a fleeting moment, but a profound bond destined to last forever. And even though it's hard for some to accept, the truth is this is Taehyung's world, and we are all living in it. One of the strongest aspects of Taehyung and Jungkook's relationship is the way they communicate without words, not just in glances or gestures on the surface, but in a silent connection louder than words. When they are together, their body language becomes an invisible bridge that unites their feelings, and this understanding is so natural that even with thousands of eyes watching, they still feel like they are in their own space, where only the two of them exist. Isn't it amazing how, in a world full of distractions, they can create a space where they need only each other to express themselves? Some people think what happens between them is just fan service or a show staged for the camera. But anyone truly paying attention can tell the difference between what's staged and what's real. Fan service is usually just a short act to entertain, but what happens between Taehyung and Jungkook goes far beyond pretense. Their gazes linger longer than expected, their gestures don't look forced, and in the small touches they share, there is a naturalness impossible to fake. Could an act really last for years with such consistency if there weren't something real behind it? A clear example of this bond is Taehyung's interaction on Weverse. One time, he was very active, kindly answering various comments. But what truly surprised everyone was that he once again chose to reply directly to Taekookers. This detail, which might seem trivial to some, holds great meaning for those following their story. Coincidence? Of course not. On the contrary, it's a gesture that once again affirms the existence of a special bond that cannot be hidden. Every reply from Taehyung to this part of the fandom feels like an acknowledgement, a reminder that there is something real in the way he and Jungkook present themselves to the world. Each time this happens, the reaction is not just fleeting excitement, but a collective recognition of what has always been there, Taehyung and Jungkook radiating an unending affection, a togetherness that transcends the stage. The audience doesn't just feel it, but captures it as renewed belief in every gesture. The most fascinating part of this relationship is not just particular moments, but the whole they build together. At first glance, these moments may seem spontaneous, almost ordinary, but when observed closely, there is an unseen pattern, an emotional routine that repeats endlessly. Taekookers know this. It's not coincidence, but an intimate habit that signifies closeness. Jungkook reaching for Taehyung as if it's natural, Taehyung seeking Jungkook with his eyes in the middle of a crowd, both always finding ways to get closer, even when unnecessary. These are the small repetitions that form a pattern, a wordless choreography only they understand. It is this consistency that makes their relationship not just a game, but something deep and real, because what is born from habit and naturalness is hard to fake. In the end, what proves it most is not one particular moment, but the series of repeated scenes, painting a picture of the closeness of two people who seem destined to be together forever, even as the whole world watches them. Everything we see from Taehyung and Jungkook is not just ordinary snippets, but portraits of love that are real, sincere, and continually growing before our eyes. Every gaze, every touch, even the little habits they repeat again and again, prove that their relationship is not an illusion, but a profound and unshakable bond. And in the midst of all the doubts, gossip, and theories that try to hide the truth, Taekook always shows the world who they really are, two souls moving in the same rhythm, with a love that cannot be faked. Thank you for watching this story with Gallery Jungkook. Don't forget to keep supporting, because every moment they share is part of a love journey we will celebrate forever. Purple Heart.